Thursday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Y'all, today is Thrifty Thursday. We haven't gotten to do Thrifty Thursday in a little while. I think we did do maybe one during July, but for the most part, we haven't really done any Thrifty Thursdays in over a month. So we're resuming with our regular schedule and back into our Thrifty Thursday, our normal groove of things. And we're going to do a book makeover today on a thrift store book. We're going to be using the paper from this month, Celebrate and Create Paper Club. And this specific month actually has some book spines in the files. So I'm going to show you all how to use those today. And we're going to make over this book that I have right here, this old book that I got at a thrift store. So you can use any kind of book for this. You just have to kind of watch the sizing on the book. So we'll talk about that more here in a few minutes. But for now, when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I also have some Dollar Tree finds to share with you. I went into Dollar Tree yesterday to get some foil pans and decided to look around for a little bit. And they got all of their fall stuff out. At least my Dollar Tree has all of their fall stuff out. And they do have some cute things. So I grabbed a couple of things to show you all. I also grabbed some videos. I'm going to be posting a reel probably this weekend of some new stuff that I saw at Dollar Tree that I thought was cute. So anyways, they've got some new finds. They got some new stuff. So let's talk about it. When you hop on, say hello. Let's see who I've got joining. Hello, Dale. Hey, Jezelyn. Hi, Gail. Hey, Rhonda. Happy Thursday. Hello, Aletta. Good to see you. I'm glad y'all are here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. It's a mixture today. I think it kind of thundered a little bit earlier and acted like it was going to storm, and maybe it rained a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. But it's just it's been a weird summer here. It's been a weird summer for you all. It's just been a really strange summer. It's not been hot. It's been mild, very mild this summer. We've had a ton of rain this summer. Yeah. Yeah. A ton of rain. Annette was saying we're still mowing grass. Usually the grass is like dead and you can't really mow it because we don't have enough rain. But no, we have had so much rain this summer. It just hasn't been a good summer for being outside and getting to swim and, do all the things. So that's sort of a bummer. But what about y'all? Hi, Carol. Hello, Veronica. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Bev. And of course, the kids go back to school next week, and that's probably when it'll start to dry up a little bit and get hot and all the things, right when football starts and it's time to sit out in that heat and not be in the pool. Hi, Carol. All right, so before we get into the thrift store makeover, let's look at the Dollar Tree finds, okay? All right, so Dollar Tree, I don't know if you all have seen, they've had in the past a few different clear plastic pieces that can be used in your refrigerator. They've expanded that line, and they've now got lots of different things that kind of blows your mind that they can have it for as cheap as what they have it, because things like this to buy, even at like the most inexpensive place to get it is usually like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshall's, places like that. But still, you're paying like $5, $6, $7 to $10 for some of these pieces. Dollar Tree now has them for like $1.50, $1.75. So it kind of amazed me. They even have like Lazy Susans now that are the clear plastic. I just picked up a couple of things. I picked up these, which are these little storage containers with lids for the fridge. They're literally calling that fridge storage bin with lid. And there are these clear bins, very good quality plastic bins. And I like these because you can stack them. So you can, you know, put stuff in there and then stack them like this in your fridge, which I think is nice because then you're not crushing what's underneath it. And so anyways, I thought this would be good for my fridge. And then I also grabbed these, which I thought were nice because they're deep. And so these are called fridge baskets. And of course, you can use these for storage anywhere around your house. It doesn't have to be in your fridge. But anyways, these have a little handle on the side. They are nice and deep. The picture shows lemons in it. So I thought these were really nice too. So those are the only storage that they've got. An egg container that you can put your eggs in. They have, of course, the stacking bins for like bottles of wine. They've got those. They have like bigger, like longer storage bins that have like a handle on them. They've got some skinnier long ones. They've got multiple different styles. Really great place to go if you're wanting to like organize your fridge and stuff. Okay, and then for the fall stuff, I got a few things. In the plus section, I grabbed these pumpkins. I thought these were beautiful. The color is gorgeous. They look exactly like something that you would find at Hobby Lobby. I believe these were $5 a piece, which is not bad. But the color is just gorgeous. They're really beautiful pumpkins. And I don't have very many this color. I've got a lot of white ones. So I picked up 2 of these for my fall decor this year. I grabbed this for a makeover. This little jumbo light up pumpkin. I believe it was $5 as well. And I think we're going to use this and do a little bit of a makeover on this. It does have, you know, the light on the inside. It needs batteries where you can light it up, which, I mean, it's fine as it is, but we're going to make this look super duper cute. So, and I liked it because it has a kind face. It doesn't have a spooky, scary face. Okay, they had these corn on the cob faux corn pieces. They had them in mustard, brown, and then just natural. And they are super duper cute. So it's like braided, and then they're just really cute. Aren't they adorable? So these were regular Dollar Tree, $1.25, $1.50, something like that. These days you never really know. I wish they had an orange one, but they didn't. They only had those 3 colors. Thought those were really cute. Hi, Pam. Oh, fun, Cindy. It sounds great. Hi, Donna. Oh, no, Christine. Hi, Adriana. Hey, Michelle. Dale says it's very hot. Hello, everybody. Okay, and then I got this little metal. It is also light up. It does have the little tea light in the bottom of it attached. I thought this was adorable. It's hammered. And again, I was thinking about doing a little bit of a makeover on this. We'll see if we get to it. But anyways, I thought it was super cute. They had this in white and orange, as well as the black, I believe. So they had a couple of different color options. And again, this is metal. So it's a nice piece for Dollar Tree. All right. And then the last thing I got for a makeover was this little pumpkin. It has this Give Thanks leather tag on it. And then the texture on the pumpkin Has a bit of a like a sweater, cable net sweater type texture in a way. So again, I thought this would be a cute makeover item. All right, so that's what I got from the Dollar Tree. So go check out your Dollar Trees. They do have some really cute stuff for fall. And just, you never know what you're going to find. Sometimes they just turn up with some really great new stuff. All right. Let's move on to our thrift store makeover. All right. So I've got this book right here. Just a thrift store book. And we're going to be using these right here. These are book spines. Okay. These are available on our Celebrate and Create Paper Club designs from this month. And I'm just going to cut these out. The book is a little bit taller than the spine is. And so I just want to kind of look at this. It's about like that, really. So I think we're going to adapt a little bit. I'm going to trim this out a little bit more. And so this is not going to be quite wide enough. You can see here, we've got a little bit of excess on both sides. Can you all see that? I believe the black pumpkin was $5. All right, I'm going to trim this one right here out, okay? All right, so this is going to go right on the spine of our book like this. And then we're going to just end up folding this over. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this exactly. And then this paper here, we're going to be using the polka dot one, this one right here, is going to go like this, okay? So you can kind of see how that's going to look. I think what I'm going to do is have the edge of the book exposed a little bit. So I'm going to trim this piece to the height of the spine. So let's figure out how much I need to cut off. So this is about all right, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 16. Does anyone else have to count it out, or are y'all able to just like know what it is by looking at it? Because I have to count it. Okay. All right, there we go. Cheryl, I think that I've looked for that before and couldn't find it. So I think the answer is no. That must be a project that we did that Facebook deleted the video and that we weren't not able to get the video before it was deleted. All right, so I'm going to use some decoupage glue. Let me find a good paintbrush for this. All right, and we're just going to add a good layer of decoupage glue to the spine. as well around to the front and to the back. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of videos that we have just lost. And I do think that that's one of them, because it seems like we've been asked for that before, everywhere for it. All right, so we're going to center this on the spine of our book and press it down. And then we're just gonna fold these edges around. Okay, so look at that. And you could literally just stop there if you wanted to. Just making sure that this is all adhered. Okay. So then the pink piece is going to just line up, and we're going to leave a little bit of that white exposed, and then we're just going to bring it out. And I'm trying to decide if I want to wrap it around or if I want to cut it and leave some of that blue around the edge. And I feel like I want to well, I was going to say I feel like I want to leave the blue around the edge, but as I'm sitting here looking at this, I'm thinking, well, it could kind of look like, you know, the covers, that the wraps on books that wrap around. So let's do it like that. Y'all following what I'm trying to say? Hey, Cindy, we're just doing a thrift store book makeover. So let's get another good layer of decoupage glue on here. I'm going out to the edge, even though we're not going to actually be covering out to the edge. I am going to add a little bit of glue onto this white section since I know we're going to be overlapping. I feel like I'm adding way too much glue, but I want to make sure that it sticks. I am trying to make sure that it's nice and neat. All right, so we're going to add our paper, and again, I just want to make sure that we're lined up on the white. gonna wipe off the excess on the edges. I'm not sure what book this is. It's an old thrift store book. Okay. Now let's cut the excess. So I'm just gonna line my ruler up, and I'm gonna use a knife. I'm just lining the ruler up with the edge of the book, and I'll just cut off the excess. So I've left myself the width of the ruler, and we're going to fold this over and glue it down on the inside. And I think I'm going to glue the paper itself. That's how it's looking. It's looking really pretty. So now let's do the back side. Same way. We need to go on and trim though. We did 8 5/16 instead of 8 1/2. Just make sure that it lines up. It does. All right. Happy Friday, Elizabeth. So again, we're going in pretty heavy with the decoupage glue. It's kind of rare that we apply glue this heavy, but this book is fabric. So the decoupage glue is going to sort of soak up that fabric, the fabric's going to soak up the decoupage glue. I'll get it. All right. Press this on. All right. And then again, I'm just going to take a paper towel against the edges. It's going to help to press that down, and it'll just remove some of that excess glue. Okay. Just lay my ruler up against the edge. We'll remove the excess. Dee Dee, I did sloppy joes, mashed potatoes, and corn. That was their request. I gave them a few options. And they said it was delicious. So hopefully it was. You never know. I mean, if somebody had brought me a meal and I didn't like it, I never would ever say that I didn't like it, you know? So you never really know. But hopefully they liked it. Okay. All right. So we've got it covered. So we've got the paper on and then the binding or the spine. Look how cute that is. So you could stop right here and leave it as it is. It's super cute, and especially if you're literally just gonna do a book stack with this, then you really wouldn't need to do anything else. You could just leave it like this. It's gonna be beautiful as a book stack. It's a different combination, Dee Dee. So I offered several different things. Their kids are very picky, and so I wasn't real sure. And so that's part of the reason why I think they went with that combination, is because their kids they're very picky. And I guess they knew, well, for one, they would like corn. So I'm going to cut out this Home Sweet Home and see about it on the front of this book to kind of match the spine. So we could either do this in the middle, like that, or we can also do this kind of up towards the top, like that. I think I like it in the middle. I also thought about a couple of things. I thought about making a bookmark with these tags and having it hang out. So instead of doing this, we could do the bookmark and have it hanging out the top. So it would be kind of like that, which I think would be super cute. And we could also try. I offered French fries. I did offer French fries, Dee Dee, because I thought the kids would like that, but she chose mashed potatoes. Okay, so I also thought about this one here and doing the whole thing won't fit. It's a little bit of an odd shape for the book. But I did think about the beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. Let's see what that looks like as well. And I'm going to cut the fray off of it. I hear you, Dee Dee. I do love mashed potatoes. As I was making them, I was eating them. Okay, so I just cut it like this. So the flowers are kind of the frame. It goes very well with the binding as well. So it's all just in which one we like the best. Marilyn, these prints are from our Celebrate and Create Paper Club. So what do y'all think? Which one do you like better? Do you like the Home Sweet Home? Or do you like the beautiful things come together one stitch at a time? Or do we like the idea of doing the bookmark and nothing on the front? Just the bookmark kind of hanging out. So this would be like attached to a ribbon, and this would be on the end, and it would be hanging out across the front. So we got a couple of options. So which one do y'all think? I'm trying to decide if I was to do one of these others, would I do some kind of frame around them in a different color or in a different paper? Thank you, Christy. And what would that be? I don't like that. Let's see here. I was sort of thinking about the one from Mom's collection. Like maybe that would be kind of cute. Well, hello there, sleepyhead. Do you feel better? Did you have a nice nap? What made you fall asleep? Just tired? Or we could do this one that has the different fabrics. So what do y'all think? Which way do you like it best? I'm really struggling. I kind of like that. I think that's really kind of pretty. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to apply a layer directly to the back of this piece. And then I'm going to glue this down so that I can trim it out size that it needs to be. All right, let's trim this. Might be too big. Okay. Sandy, we're just making over a thrift store book. That's really pretty, isn't it? Okay, let's just go with that. So we're going to glue this on. Let's again. Marilyn, you have to join the club. It's $5 for your first month and $10 after that. And you get 24 sheets each month. They are all digitals. Okay, let's put this on. All right, then I thought about on the back, we could use from Mom's. She has, so this one right here, she's got these little tags that say handmade with love. I thought those would be cute to put on the back, or even stitched together with love, since we're talking about beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. Let's do the stitch together with love on the back. So let's cut this out. Not sure what color I should do. I'm thinking that I should do the pink. see what this looks like. So I was thinking about just putting this, that's super cute, right on the back, on the bottom. How cute is that? Okay, so let's do a few more things to this to make it look old. Y'all know, like, we can't help it. I think I'm gonna try I think I'm not gonna do vintage photo. I'm gonna start with frayed burlap, I think. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna try it on the back here. Wow, that started pretty dark. So I'm glad I started on the back. But I think that looks really good. Looks really good with the paper. So I'm just gonna use my little ink blender here and just add some aging to this to make it look like it goes with the book, the pages of the book and everything, which are old. Just very gently, just swirling this around, adding a bit of aging. Oh, y'all, by the way, we have decided to extend the early bird promo for Celebration of the Bluegrass. So the early bird pricing has been extended through to the end of the month, the end of August. Okay, so you have until the last day of August to join, and this is like for sure not going to be changing our minds. You have until the end of August to join Celebration of the Bluegrass for the discounted price. The price will go up September 1. Okay. So we decided to do that because we just haven't really been able to really push it and promote it very much because of Christmas in July. It sort of took all of our attention, not to mention I was out of town and on vacation for a week of it. So July was just crazy, and we just really didn't get the opportunity to really get it out there to you all as much as we would prefer. So we decided to extend it through the end of August. Okay, so if you haven't joined yet, now's a really great opportunity to do it during this month so that you can get it at a discounted price. Obviously, it's not you know, like if you don't join this month, you won't be able to go, but you won't get the discounted price. Okay, this is looking really pretty. It's looking really beautiful. I'm liking this distressing on the front of this, and I'm glad that we left the edge of the book exposed. I think it looks really pretty. Danae, I wish you could too. I'm so sorry that you can't, but we do understand. Hi, sweetie. All right. So I'm liking where that's going. I think this looks really good. Okay. So we just kind of brought it to the inside, folded it over like that. And we, of course, put the binding on first. This has two different styles. There's one that's more green and one that's more blue. I use the more green one. I'm trying to find where the other one is. Right here. So this is the other one. So it has two. In the collection. Okay. I'm so curious about a bookmark. Let's just see here. Let's cut this out and see. Let's take Home Sweet Home. Tags are very similar. And I'm just going to take some scissors and cut these corners. Okay. And of course, let's distress the edges with the frayed burlap. Okay. So there's the Home Sweet Home. Let's see here. Let's punch a hole. I'm so glad, Jeremy. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I got to figure out what I want to use for the bookmark part. Now, I did think about, I had pulled out this gold or green velvet because I thought that it might be really pretty, but now I'm leaning towards lace. But I thought, I don't know. Could be different. Let's put it in the book. It's not double-sided, so that kind of stinks. Although I might like it better on the other side. Let me see what a piece of lace looks like. Find some lace. That might just be the perfect thing. If I can find the right piece, because of course we don't want anything that is gathered. And we want something that's kind of double-sided. Let's see about this piece. Okay, I think it will work. I think that looks really good. So let's see here. We gotta do a little bit of work. I'm gonna grab. Need a piece of chipboard. Let me go grab a piece of chipboard. Hang on just a minute. Okay. All right, so we're going to put our tag on our chipboard so that we can give it some stability. So I'm just going to take a little bit of decoupage glue and just add it directly to the chipboard. And then we'll just put the tag Now what we could do is put the other tag on the other side so that it's reversible. Let's do that. That way it's cute from both sides. Okay, where is the other tag? Right here. Stacy, we are making over a thrift store book with some of the designs from our Celebrate and Create Paper Club. All right, I'm going to dry this, flip this over, and put this one on the back side, and then we'll just cut it out. About spilt my decoupage glue. And I'll have to distress this once I get this on. Hey Annie, good to see you. All right. Okay, let me trim this out. We do, Lynn. We sure do. All right. Let's grab our distress ink. Get the edges. All right. Okay, so I'm going to use my hole punch. Hopefully I can punch through. There we go. Okay, so here's our strong tag. Let's figure out how we want to add this to our bookmark. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Could just kind of glue it together like that. Having that kind of like that. I could also maybe do, I don't really have the right thing, unfortunately. Darn. Let's see, maybe take, I was thinking about a thin piece of pink ribbon, but I don't have a piece that's thin enough. So we can maybe do a piece of or jute, tie it like this with a bow. Let's see what that looks like. I don't think I like the bow. I think it's competing too much. Let me just play with this for a minute. Trying to decide what I like best. Yeah, we could definitely tie a knot. We could tie a knot with I think I like it like that the best. I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to add some glue right up here at the top and then a little bit of glue on the lace itself. And just bring this up and just kind of glue it together. I think I like it like that the best. Just kind of simple without anything competing. So super cute both ways. There we go. There's our little book. How cute did that turn out? And so it can sit, it's going to be beautiful sitting all ways if you wanted to use it in a book stack. It's going to be beautiful like that. It's going to be beautiful just displayed. You could leave it just sitting up, you know, like this, and that's going to be gorgeous. So anyways, you can use it for your junk journals. The spines are from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club. All of it is from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club. It's the first time we've ever done the book spines. Y'all let me know what you think about that. And if you like it, I think that was super duper fun. And I love how this turned out. So there you have it, y'all. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Have